into a life of quiet routines. He woke with the sunrise, brewed his strong cup of black coffee, and read the morning paper. Afternoons were for crossword puzzles, gentle walks with his terrier, and the occasional chess game with his friend Albert. Evenings, though, were the hardest. As the sun dipped behind the hills and the shadows lengthened in his cozy apartment, a profound sense of emptiness crept in. He hadn't been intimate with anyone in years, not since his wife, Eleanor, had passed away. He wasn't sure he missed sex exactly. It was more the connection, the warmth, the feeling of being desired and needed. But at his age, he thought, wasn't it natural for such things to fade away? He had resigned himself to that quiet, companionless existence, convinced his body, and maybe even his heart, had outgrown the need for intimacy. Then came his annual checkup with Dr. Patel. After the usual blood pressure reading and gentle prodding, Dr. Patel sat back in his chair and folded his hands. "Harold," he said gently, "there's something important we need to talk about." Harold braced himself, expecting some dire news about his cholesterol or blood sugar. Instead, Dr. Patel's words surprised him. "I'm sorry to inform you, but if you're in your 60s, 70s, or 80s and not having sex, or at least some form of physical intimacy, you're missing out on more than just pleasure. It can directly affect your heart health, your mental sharpness, and even your longevity." Harold blinked in surprise. "Sex? At my age?" "Yes," Dr. Patel nodded. "Many seniors believe intimacy is only for the young, but research shows regular physical intimacy, even just touch, cuddling, or kissing, releases oxytocin and endorphins. These hormones reduce stress, improve heart function, lower blood pressure, and boost immune responses. More importantly, they combat feelings of isolation and depression, which can be just as dangerous as physical illness." Harold felt a flush creep up his neck. I figured it was normal to lose interest." Dr. Patel leaned forward. "That's the common belief, but it's not accurate. Many seniors are perfectly capable of enjoying a healthy sex life. In fact, those who do report higher satisfaction and lower rates of heart disease and cognitive decline. And Harold, it doesn't have to mean intercourse. It can be any kind of affectionate physical connection. Touch is a powerful medicine." Harold left the clinic that day feeling confused, embarrassed, but also strangely hopeful. The idea that he could reclaim a part of himself he thought was lost was both exhilarating and terrifying. He thought of Eleanor, of the long, comforting hugs they used to share, the way her hand would slip into his without thinking. Could that sense of connection be rekindled, even with someone new? A few days later, while playing chess with Albert at the community center, Harold hesitated before speaking. "Did your doctor ever mention, intimacy?" Albert looked up, chuckling. "Oh, sure. My doc practically lectured me. Told me the same thing. Regular touch keeps the body and mind young. I didn't believe him until my arthritis felt better just from holding hands with my girlfriend." Harold was startled. "You have a girlfriend?" Albert shrugged, grinning. "Met her here last year. We're not exactly kids, but we enjoy each other's company. We hold hands, dance a little, and it's done wonders for my mood, and hers." That night, Harold lay in bed, staring at the ceiling. He thought of the gentle squeeze of a hand, the shared warmth of two bodies, the simple, primal comfort of being close to another human. Could he, too, rediscover that closeness? Over the next few weeks, Harold began stepping out of his shell. He signed up for a community center dance class, a low-key social event where seniors could learn simple steps. He felt awkward at first, his joints stiff, his movements hesitant. But then he met Marjorie, a vibrant 70-year-old widow with a quick laugh and sparkling eyes. They partnered up, their hands tentatively brushing, their laughter mingling as they stumbled through the steps. After class, Marjorie suggested coffee, and they sat under the fading light at a nearby cafe, sharing stories of their youth, of love lost and memories cherished. For the first time in years, Harold felt a stirring, a gentle, aching warmth that wasn't just nostalgia, but hope. Their friendship deepened over the weeks, their dance steps growing more confident, their coffee dates longer and filled with deeper conversation. One evening, as they parted outside the community center, Harold hesitated. Then, summoning a quiet courage, he leaned in and pressed a soft kiss to Marjorie's cheek. She smiled, her hand resting lightly on his arm, and Harold felt a rush of something he hadn't experienced in years: connection, intimacy, the recognition of shared humanity. As the months passed, Harold noticed subtle changes in himself. He slept more soundly. His mood lifted, the loneliness that once clung to his shoulders now replaced by anticipation. His doctor noted improvements in his blood pressure and heart rate. And while Harold and Marjorie's intimacy remained gentle, a kiss, a shared embrace, holding hands during walks, he realized that it wasn't about the physical act alone. It was about being seen, being touched, being loved. When Dr. Patel saw Harold again for his next checkup, he smiled knowingly. "You're looking well, Harold." Harold nodded, a faint blush coloring his cheeks. "I took your advice." "That's wonderful," Dr. Patel said. "Remember, it's not just about sex, it's about human connection, and it's never too late." Harold left the clinic with a lightness in his step, knowing he had reclaimed a part of himself he thought was gone forever. He realized that intimacy wasn't a relic of youth, but a lifelong gift, and he was grateful for the second chance to embrace it.